What's up, Scooby Scream fam? How's it going? To be honest, I wasn't going to be posting anything today, but we just got some very interesting information that I needed to share with y'all and get your response. Before we get into it, I wanted to say thank you so much for the birthday wishes yesterday. If you haven't checked out my video that I did yesterday giving you 27 reasons why Scream 2 is my favorite Scream film in the franchise and the best horror movie of all time, definitely go check that out. And before I get into the main topic of this video, I just want to show you the pullover that my fiance got me because I am obsessed with it. It says Scream, and then it has Gale's 4 iconic hairstyles from the first 4 Scream films. We got the OG, we got Scream 2, we got Scream 3 with the bangs, oh my gosh, and then Scream 4 Gale. I love it so much. It is just the perfect gift. He wins every Best Fiance award prize. So I am just in awe. I believe he got it on Etsy. If I can get more information on that, I will share it with you guys. But let's get into the video. This is going to be a brief one, but I had to share this information with you because I find it so fascinating. Everything I'm about to tell you is unconfirmed, but nonetheless, it is very, very interesting information that I wanted to hear your thoughts on. Basically, what happened is we know that Scream 7 has been filming for the last few weeks in and around the Atlanta, Georgia area. And last week, Mark Consuelos, who is the host of Live with Kelly and Mark, he hosts it with his wife, Kelly Ripa, he was off of the show last week until Friday. And he discussed the reason why he was off from the show with Kelly, and this is what he said.
Funny, I was in Atlanta, and I can't really talk. I don't know if I can talk about what exactly. Whatever.
You were doing something.
I was doing a film, and it hasn't been announced. Whatever. It's really exciting. I'm really very excited about it. But it snowed there. I remember we were shooting inside of a studio, and it snowed this much. Okay, it snowed this much. It was beautiful. I love when it snows. It's great. We shut down. And I was laughing. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Now notice that he doesn't mention the project or the film that he was working on, but is it just a coincidence that Scream happens to be filming right now in Atlanta, Georgia, and there was a small snowstorm there last week that I believe affected the Scream 7 filming schedule? Is it also a coincidence that I have been talking about the rumored character Robbie, who is supposed to be a sort of antagonist or nemesis / rival to Gale's character? And Mark Consuelos sort of fits the bill of that exact sort of character. I think would work out even better for him to be playing a sort of reporter, TV anchor, host character, given his role on Live with Kelly and Mark. It's super meta. I think it would work perfectly. Mark is a very good actor. I haven't personally seen a lot of his work, but he's well known for TV shows like the soap opera All My Children, as well as the CW show Riverdale, which I think a lot of people know him from. And he plays a villain or an antagonist on that show, and I've heard does a very, very good job and is sort of like a catty, evil, mean character, which I feel like would be the same sort of vibes he would want to bring to a rival of Gale Weathers. Now, we don't know for sure that he's going to play a rival character, but that has been speculated. You might remember I told you that my friend Critical Overlord had an insider, an apparent insider that he'd been in touch with, who mentioned that there would be a character named Robbie in the film who would sort of be a nemesis to Gale's character and sort of give her the same kind of treatment that she gave Sydney in the first 2 Scream films and show her what it feels like to sort of be on that side of things and be the one facing a lot of the flack from a local reporter. Now, it is also interesting to note, though, that he is back to co-hosting Live with Kelly and Mark with Kelly Ripa. So if he is in the film, it probably isn't for that long of a time. So how big of a role is he going to play? That is the big question mark. Now, he did in his interview clip talk about filming in a studio, Whether or not that is like a soundstage or a film studio, it's unclear. I seem to think maybe it is a film studio, and it could be the same one that we got a glimpse of the office space potentially in that photo that I showed you last week that is rumored to be a photo from the Scream 7 set. So who knows? What I have in mind though is I do think when all is said and done, Mark Consuelos will be a part of Scream 7. I don't know if it will be announced in an official capacity. It seems like for some reason they're keeping it under wraps, but I think he will be a part of the film. I'm going to guess that he will be serving as a sort of rival to Gale Weathers' character, especially in the front part of the film, maybe the first act, and then potentially he is a death towards the end of the first act or at the beginning of the second for whatever reason, maybe to send a signal to Gale, maybe as a warning to everyone of what is left to come. Who knows, maybe Gale pays a visit to the studio and then we get a Ghostface chase scene that maybe Gale survives, but Mark Consuelos' character, Robbie, doesn't. Who knows? The possibilities are endless. Mark Consuelos may not be in the film at all, but I would be very interested to know your guys' thoughts and reaction to this news if you think Mark would be a good fit for Scream 7. However, I do think no matter what, Mark Consuelos will make a great red herring if he isn't a Ghostface. But if he is a Ghostface, I think that him and Anna Camp, if Anna Camp's character is the Ghostface, would make a great team. I think Mark Consuelos could make a good Ghostface paired with Celeste O'Connor's character or McKenna Grace's character if she's not the opening kill like I've been predicting, or even Isabel May's character, Sidney Prescott's daughter, even though that's never going to happen. I'm still manifesting that Isabel May's character is going to be named Tatum as an homage and paying tribute to Tatum Riley. I would love to see it. And I mentioned Anna Camp. Well, she did just recently head back to Atlanta to begin filming even more. The fact that she has this busy of a filming schedule is telling me something. She seems to be very much involved in this movie, and I would not at all be surprised if she ends up being one of our ghost faces. I don't personally think Mark Consuelos will be. I think he'll be more of a red herring if he is in the film, because this is all speculation. But I do think we need some red herrings in this film. He would be a good one. I think he'd be a great addition to the cast. He's a seasoned actor, so I'm excited to potentially see it. What are your thoughts? Do you think Mark Consuelos is going to be in the film playing Robbie or whatever the rumored reporter's name is going to be? I also think it's important to note that we really don't have any confirmed solid details about the storyline or characters for Scream 7, apart from the characters that we already know from the last films and the fact that Isabel May is playing Neve Campbell's or Sidney Prescott's daughter in the film. So this is all speculation, but I can't help but wonder, is Gale Weathers going to be in town for some reason? Could she be the target of some reporting that Robbie is doing? Could she have a confrontation with Robbie at the studio? That's a dynamic that I am very interested to see play out, but let me know your thoughts on this. Like, comment, follow for more. Follow me on Instagram at Scooby Scream, on X at Scooby Scream, and on TikTok at Jake Lubb, of course. Thank you so much, guys. And I did just want to share that my next video is going to be whether or not we may be seeing Jill, Stu, Kirby, Jennifer, Dewey, yes, Dewey, whether we may be seeing any of them returning in any way, shape, or form in Scream 7. So definitely keep an eye out for that, either coming tomorrow or on Wednesday. Cut a Casper. That's a wrap.